Well, I wouldn't eat Spam for breakfast, but what I would eat for breakfast is a Pop-Tart. So
That is true.
let's talk about this Jerry Seinfeld and a million other comedians movie that just dropped on Netflix, Unfrosted. So Unfrosted dropped
Last Friday,
I guess. It was a movie I was excited for. Dan did a trailer reaction for it. You can check it out.
I was so fucking off on that trailer reaction too. So off.
So this movie, it looked funny and stupid, and that's exactly what it is. It's stupid and funny, and very honestly, like I keep using the word silly whenever people are asking me about it. They're like, "How was it?" I'm like, "It's silly." Like I don't know how to describe it other than that. But
I mean, it's honestly one of those things where you watch it and you go, "What percentage of this is actually true?"
none of
And
it.
I feel like the
Zero.
truth. I feel like the truth is Kellogg's makes Pop-Tarts.
That's
Accurate,
it.
yes.
Well, Jerry Seinfeld went on record saying that he didn't get permission from anybody to do this movie. Not Post, not Kellogg's, no one.
Not Thurl Ravenscroft.
Not Thurl Ravenscroft. Oh my god, incredible name for Tony the Tiger. But it's
That's
a real name.
guy.
I know it is. I know it is. But like that, the fact that Tony the Tiger is the actor's real name is Thurl Ravenscroft is hilarious. And Jerry Seinfeld,
You know something else Thurl Ravenscroft has done.
who or what?
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
No shit.
Yep, that's Thurl Ravenscroft.
I thought it was Boris Carlyle.
That's Boris Karloff.
Karloff.
And-
What did I say?
Carlisle. That's Thurl Ravenscroft. That sings Mr. Grinch.
Okay. So all right. So Boris Karloff does the voice of the Grinch, but Thurl
guess.
Ravenscroft sings the song.
Sang the song, yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. Well, now I know that. They're great.
I like your cadaver teeth.
The movie was really stupid, but
It was.
every time a new character popped up, I was like, "Oh, this is great!" Like, it's slapstick almost. You know, it reminded me like a less good version of watching like Airplane or The Naked Gun. You know, just silly to the max, but with I feel like if they played it straight and not so silly, and they tried to make a real movie with all the same goofiness that was going on, it would have been really, really funny. But I think a lot of people are probably going to watch it and be like, what the fuck is this?
What the fuck? And I mean, I said it to you guys. I'll say it on here. I really think that the best characters were the dumpster kids.
That girl who plays the dumpster girl, she like got a pretty. Her lines just again everything's silly, but like she commits to that character. Yeah. Like,
and I just love the first time you see them. Seinfeld is sitting in his car, and then you just see the two kids run over to the dumpster. The boy jumps in, but she does a fucking flip into it. Then the trash truck comes and dumps them in, and then you just hear them rummaging around, and they poop out of the back of the trash truck and then jump into another dumpster. And he drives up and asks the truck driver, "Why were those kids in the dumpster? What's the deal?" And he's like, "They're here for the goo." And he's like, "What? The goo!" And then so he goes and finds them, and he tastes the goo from the dumpster.
He just eats
Vile.
dumpster goo.
It's gross.
We're here for this goo, man. We're here for this goo. How about this? I don't even.
My concern about this is, what if kids watch that and try to eat dumpster goo?
Watch your kids.
I was going to say, then their parents aren't watching them.
The parents are terrible people.
This was the 60s, damn it. 50s, 60s.
Must be the 60s. But
nobody was watching their kids back then.
It's true.
I like how like there were so many cameos that were like Christian Slater. I didn't know he was in this movie, and then he popped up as one of the milkmen. I was like, "This is great!" Like, why is Christian Slater in this movie? And he did a great job. And
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage was good.
The big milkman.
Jerry Seinfeld said that he wanted to get what's his face to come out of retirement to be the El Sucre, Daniel Day-Lewis. I was like, he was like, they were like, "Well, did you ask him?" He's like, "No, we never got around to it." But I mean, he obviously would have said yes.
He would have been like, "A pot made for me."
He's like, I wanted him to play him exactly the way he played his character from There Will Be Blood. Like, El Sucre.
That would have been awesome.
I have a milkshake, and you have a milkshake, and I have a straw, and my straw reaches across the room and into your milkshake. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up. I love that movie.
It's a great movie.
That was pretty good. Jerry directed this. He's 70 years old, by the way. I didn't realize he was 70 years old. I just saw that he had a birthday.
Looks good for
recently.
70.
I can't believe he's that old.
Yeah.
I can't believe he's that old. That's crazy to me. But
Crushes the pussy.
yeah, totally. Jerry Seinfeld.
JB Smoove wants to see the tapes.
What did you think about the funeral scene?
That was fucking off the wall nuts.
Insane. When
Like-
they fill that grave with milk and cereal, and the fucking coffin floats back up.
Yep.
It's like, what the fuck?
And it's just all the characters, and I want to know why Toucan Sam has a human head coming
a
out of the
bird's body.
nest.
Yeah,
Coming out of the nest on top of his head.
yeah.
Maybe because they were like, this is the only way we can get this person to sing this song during
That
the
was the guy
funeral.
from is that the guy from King of Queens? Who was that was singing there?
Oh, I don't even remember who the head was.
I thought he was the neighbor from, or I thought it was Kevin James' buddy from King of Queens, but I might be mixing him up with another black actor, which is terrible. That I just did.
Oh no, it was the dude from Reno 911.
Yes, that's who
Yeah,
it is.
That's who it is.
That's what I said. Forget about the Kevin James neighbor thing. I didn't say that.
And he wasn't his neighbor, he was his coworker.
Yeah, his best friend,
Yeah.
whose name I can't remember.
Deacon.
Deacon. Yes, it was Deacon.
I've watched like
I-
5 episodes of King of
I have
Queens.
no idea how you do that.
How do you? That is shocking to me.
I have a brain in my head that retains dumb information.
Side tangent for 2 seconds. My favorite episode of King of Queens that I watch all the time. But like whenever it's on TV, it's this episode. Bryan Cranston plays their backyard next to the neighbor, like the house right behind them. He gets an above ground swimming pool, and it is perfectly set up level so that when he's floating in the pool, he's floating above their fence line. And it's like so fucking funny. And he's just constantly like, "What are you doing, neighbor?" And it's like, "God damn it, what are you doing? Like looking over the yard. Don't do that." He goes, "I can't help it. I'm floating by." And like it's like every time I watch King of Queens, it's that episode.
I like
that
the
episode.
episodes.
It's that episode, or it's the one where Kevin James, his wife wants LASIK, laser vision, whatever the fucking shit is, and he gets her a coupon like 2 for 1 for the eyes, and like she comes out like fucking blind. Like they fucked up her vision, and then she's like, "You paid for LASIK with a coupon," and like it's a big deal. It's funny though, but I really liked Hugh Grant as Tony the Tiger. I mean, he was so fucking funny, and it's like this head is a bit hot. Can we figure it out? And then Jerry Seinfeld's like, "We'll talk to the boys in the lab," and then he leaves. He's like, "There is no lab."
He says to the guy, "Do you know where the lab is?" And the guy goes, "There is no lab," and he's all mad about it.
When Steve Schwinn blows up, they're so good. It was so good. There he is. He's coming out now, and it's like the other guy's like, he's like, "Oh no, it's just me." He's like, "I can save this though." He's like, "I saved
It's
this."
so good.
Don't go over there. It's a mess. He blew up.
Where did Schwinn Bicycles start? Was that in Massachusetts?
I also
I don't know. Are we frozen?
know.
What's going on?
No,
Here?
I thought Dan was frozen again.
Me too. I was like,
No, I'm fine. Kevin, your mouth isn't moving to what you're saying.
"Oh,
It's not.
really? What
It's-
about what about now?
Oh my god,
What
he's
about
gone.
now?
Nope, still bad.
What the fuck? That's
I don't know.
annoying.
it's
I-
on point for me, Kevin.
Yeah. Maybe it's just me.
Well, then
I liked James Marsden as Jack LaLanne. I liked his underpants issue. I liked his weird foil pants. I also liked the kind of awkward like roommate love between Chef Boyardee and the Sea Monkeys guy.
Yes. He got
And
way
then-
more screen time than he should have. The Sea Monkeys
Yeah.
guy, he was there when they were fucking doing like they were certifying the Pop-Tart. He was there and like in the room with them, looking out the window. Like, why is the Sea Monkey guy the only one here that's left from these people?
And he was the worst one.
Oh,
He and Chef
definitely.
Boyardee made the living ravioli that turned into their son.
Ravioli. I love it.
Oh man.
Oh, sure. When he's doing something wrong, he's my son. I love that. It's so stupid. It's the stupidest movie I've ever seen, I think. But I did enjoy it.
It was so dumb, but it's a fun time.
It's good, yeah.
My wife I tried to watch it with her at first. We got not even 10 minutes into the movie. She goes, "This is fucking stupid." I was like, yes, it is. And then the
My
next
wife
day,
enjoyed it.
really?
We watched the whole thing, and her favorite part was when Seinfeld goes to get Melissa McCarthy, and she's working at NASA, and it has like the alien tests, and it's like, this alien is tricky, and he like dances out with the cane, and then uses the cane to trip the astronaut. She was fucking dying from that.
That
She
was
loves
funny.
it.
That was wicked funny. It's like, come on, you're not gonna land on the moon. No.
No.
Drive off.
And then he dips his finger in the drink, and he goes, "It has a certain tang to it."
She's like, "Tang, that's a great name." It is such a Jerry Seinfeld movie, though, isn't it? Like every single aspect of it is a conversation he's had in his life. Every part of this movie is a conversation he's had. It has to be. But
I would recommend if you're a fan of Seinfeld, the show. And John, you can't say you're not a fan. You've never watched a fucking episode, so keep the bobbleheads to a minimum.
I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. Like, continue.
Nothing. Freeze
Say
yourself.
nothing.
Ready?
This is
1,
for
2,
you.
3. You blinked. So if you're a fan of Seinfeld, you'll probably have a good time watching it. No, Kevin.
I know I can't do it. I move too much. I think I have early onset Parkinson's disease. I don't. Not yet, anyways. John, stop. You can still do it pretty good, Dan, but it's not as good with the
It's good with the lights.
the lights.
Yeah.
When you were
The
like
lights really made it.
Yeah.
when you were
Well, when
living in the
Amanda-
shadow world, it was great.
Amanda told me that it was the lean in and the freeze. When I first did it, it was like I just like stopped like so in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It was abrupt. All right. We can move on from this topic. I agree though. If you like Seinfeld, you'll probably like this movie. It's
worth a
just
watch.
I've said a lot, like every time I watch Airplane or I watch The Naked Gun or I watch Hot Shots or any of those slapstick movies that were just amazing in like the 70s and 80s. This movie, I always say I feel like slapstick needs to come back. This movie felt like it was an attempt to do that, but it's just a little too over the top and silly. You know what I mean?
oh,
There's a world where this movie, the premise of this movie, is played very seriously, like it's like a serious movie, and everybody's treating it seriously without being goofy, but it's naturally funny because of how stupid the stakes are, you know?
Absolutely.
And so I don't know, but it's good, and I'm glad it's got it was #1 movie on Netflix, and that's good for Jerry Seinfeld, I guess. But
I mean, Max Greenfield takes a fucking typewriter to the head and lives.
that's true. All right, that's gonna do it for our review of Unfrosted. I think it was okay. Made me laugh. It was okay.
I give
My
it
father-in-law loved it.
4 Tara Reads.
4 Tara Reads.
Yeah, that's an equivalent to 12 John Cena's.
It was
I think
4
the Cena
Tara.
scale. I think the Cena scale goes up to 20.
4 Tara Reads was like two Conor McGregors.
Some shit like that, yeah. Gotta really iron out the rating scale here.
5 Conor McGregors. But I'd
That's
give
off
it.
the scale.
I think 4 is good. I think 4 is probably accurate. I'd give it 4 Tara Reads as well, but 4 to 5 because it was enjoyable, but it was dumb. So Hey guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you like what you saw here, make sure you're subscribed. We're trying to grow this channel and every single subscription helps. You know what else helps? Clicking that like button. Click that notification bell. That way every single time that we drop a new bit of content, you get notified about it. If you like these conversations and you want to see the full unedited versions of them, make sure you go over and check out the Random Things podcast. We go live every Thursday night and it gets crazy. We'll probably get canceled before we get too big.